back to Big Movie Mouth Off. We're here at Groovy Cinema Pub, our home of sorts. Reviewing more movies. Yeah, I'm Jeff Weiss with MSN Entertainment.
And I'm Jimmy Martin with Slug Magazine. You can find us, the Big Movie Mouth Off folks, on Xfinity Channel 6, also on their on-demand system, Utah On Demand, Salt Lake Alternative. Tons of reviews sitting there for you. Like this one.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe that's the way you found this week's review. Les Mis, Les Miserables.
Wow, your French is good.
Yeah, well, you know, you gotta be good at some things. The big screen version of the how to describe ultra popular, mega successful, years running Broadway musical, also based on the Victor Hugo novel about a heroic man released from prison who goes about in an attempt at redemption. This is his struggles with fatherhood as well as to prove that he's really a good man. Our hero, played by Hugh Jackman, he's done musical theater before.
Jean Valjean.
Jean Valjean. Pursued by his dogged detective who's convinced he's a bad guy, Russell Crowe. Who, okay, so...
I'm cold. Would you let me stay here for tonight? I know who you are. You're Jean Valjean. Right, my girl. On your way.
And a dream my life would be. Help me, please, I have a child. So different from this, how I'm living. So different, no, from what it seems.
Where is your child?
No life has killed the dream.
One day more. Is it? Another day, another destiny. Hamza? It's never-ending road to Calvary. Where's the child, Cosette?
Tomorrow you'll be worlds away.
Who was that girl?
Cosette.
And yet with you my world has started.
But he never saw me there.
One day more to revolution. We'll nip it in the bud. We'll be ready for these schoolboys. They'll make themselves with blood. To the barricades!
We've got cast members here, including Anne Hathaway, Russell Crowe, and Amanda Seyfried, who have done musical theater before.
Yep.
Russell Crowe,
Well, he's in a band.
30-odd foot of grunts. I know that.
But apparently it's not a musical band.
Yeah, no.
Here's the way I describe it, because, and this is why I hate Hugh Jackman with a passion. It's not because he's terrible. It's just because he can, I almost say, do no wrong. He's a strikingly handsome man who's a song and dance man. And he's really good. He's really good. Russell Crowe, the way I keep describing him, he sounds like David Bowie. So everybody's like, oh, intriguing. Mixed with the Cowardly Lion from The Wizard of Oz. It doesn't sound right.
No, it doesn't. And he's clearly the sort of the sore thumb here, because everybody else knows in musical theater. Okay. Confession time. I don't love musicals.
What?
But I have done musical theater.
Ooh.
I've been in a few musical plays.
So it
before.
scorns you the wrong way.
Yeah, so I know that you sing your role. You don't perform your role. And
Exactly.
that's the mistake Russell Crowe is making here, is he's trying to act and then remembers he's trying to sing. And it sort of comes as an afterthought. He's not awful, but he's just so blown away by some of the performances here. And let me single out Anne Hathaway.
Absolutely.
Who plays Fantine. Spoiler alert. Ill-fated.
Yeah. I mean, this is, for me, the way I'm describing her performance, it's almost like one of those perfect supporting roles where, like I said, spoiler alert, she comes in for 20 minutes, maybe a little bit more, a little bit less, and then that's it. But she knocks it out of the park.
Absolutely.
Like, it's just, and I'll put $20 and she's getting the Oscar for this one, because every moment that she's on camera, you're just enthralled. You kind of want to cry, you know, and her voice is just magnificent. It's one of the performances that probably come along once in a lifetime, and I think this is hers, you know.
Yeah, which is not to slight the rest of the cast.
No,
either.
but it's just some people come into play, and then some people come into play.
Absolutely, and that's another fault, if there's a fault with the movie. When Anne Hathaway goes away, there's sort of a sucking emotional hole in the center of the film that's lacking for 30 minutes or so, which starts to make the film feel a little longer than it should. And by the way, this does run almost the same length as the play does itself, including theatrically, you'll get to see it with an intermission.
Yeah, bathroom break.
Yeah, bathroom break. Tom Hooper, who directed Fashion Designer turned director, who also made A Single Man with Colin Firth. Not sure about some of his choices.
Not some of his choices, but he's definitely bringing up his game in the sense that, as a director. I mean, this is well beyond any of his other projects. You know?
Absolutely.
He's stepping his game up. For me, I'd never seen the Broadway show. I'd never seen, heard any of the music before. I enjoyed it. I really did. Like I said, I think my biggest problem, really, and it is the sore thumb, and he's not terrible as Russell Crowe. So that's where my main issues go with. I mean, the set designs are great. Cinematography is not, it's on par, but
it's a film stage musical.
Well, yeah, I mean, and we are in the midst of the award season, so you start looking at things, you start comparing a lot, and this film is coming right in the middle of it. So I am comparing it to a lot of other films, but it's not a bad film. It's a lot of fun. I think if you're a fan of the musical, you're going to absolutely love it. But just watch out for that crow. I give it 3 stars.
I'm a little below you in that regard.
Yeah.
Russell Crowe did sort of strike me sort of. But again, I'll confess, I'm not a musical fan. You're right, fans of music are wonderful, and there are a lot of them. So in the end, my opinion doesn't matter. It's 2.5.
Shut up, Bryce. Shut up. Well, that's going to do it for this episode of The Big Movie Mouth Off. So